I think Blue pretty much hit it on the head. But I view long HSI or fat HSIs versus like skinny HSIs, and like they fall into two different camps. The smaller ones are really for like resale value, because if your ability to sell these NFTs is dependent on there being another buyer on the other side of that trade. Unlike in a liquidity pool where there's just liquidity and the main drawback is slippage. And so if we continue to extrapolate on where the share system is going over time, a T-share will be just as obtainable as, 100 T-shares are right now. It's just unobtainable financially for most people to get them. And so if you have a 1 T-share stake, let's call that one the fat one, and you have it for the max 15 years, how many people are going to be able to afford that in the future without you having to sell at an absolute discount just because not many people are able to buy it? Well, that's the purpose of having smaller, splitting that T-share up into maybe 100 B-share stakes. So it's more affordable. So it's a little bit easier for you to offload those and liquidate should you want to. Now, the reason you would have a larger HSI instead of just like 10 of them is due to you wanting to, not wanting to liquidate. Like you want to see the stake through all the way. And so you want to put as many barriers between you and that sell button as possible, and making it less liquid will do that. But also you have to think about these HSIs as a decentralized credit card. Because in a way that's what they are. You're able to take out debt against these HSIs in the form of Hedron, and then you have payments every 30 days because of it. And so when you make these larger HSIs, you can think of them as your own personal credit card that you hold in your wallet. And so now you just have a lot more credit going into the single one. Now you would have the same amount of credit for like 10 of them, but you don't have to go to 10 different wallets or 10 different stakes and then like borrow against each one of them. And then you have to go and pay back each one of them. That's like 10 things you have to keep track of instead of one thing you have to keep track of. So like for the decentralized credit, if that's what you're going for, you probably want to put as much mass into one of these as possible. So you have less actions you have to do to access it and pay it off. So it's a balance. Are you looking to sell these things in the future, like before they matriculate, or are you looking to hold it long term and maybe potentially